What's up everybody, Demon back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla King of the Monsters discussion video. That's right guys, it's time. We gotta come to grips with the harsh reality. The truth of the matter is, Godzilla is not the king of the monsters. It's pretty clear that in the 2019 Godzilla movie, the idea that Godzilla is King of the Monsters will be a big deal. Originally, Godzilla was given the title King of the Monsters in 1956 when Terry Morse adapted the 1954 classic movie into a 50s Americanized B-movie.
Godzilla, King of the Monsters, whose death ray blasts the city from the face of the earth. Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
The title King of the Monsters was meant to be a challenge to America's first and greatest giant monster, King Kong. The idea was that Godzilla would put Kong to shame due to his sheer size.
A gigantic beast stalking the earth, crushing all before it in a cyclonic cavalcade of electrifying horror.
This was a sort of old school clickbait. It was just supposed to be a flashy headline, a flashy title to draw people in. In the 1956 movie, Godzilla being the king of the monsters has nothing to do with the plot. It does not matter. Godzilla is in fact the only monster in the movie, so who is he the king of? He's just the monster. He's the king monster because he's the only monster. So the title in 1956 was very meaningless. In the 2014 Godzilla movie, however, Godzilla was given the title King of the Monsters by the public because he beat the Mutos. This is one of only 2 times in Godzilla franchise history that I can think of that Godzilla being, quote, the king, unquote, is brought up in the movie and is important to the story. The second time, outside of 2014, the only other time that I can think of, and I view this as the much cooler time, was in Godzilla Planet of the Monsters.
You've shown yourself at last, oh King of the Monsters.
Because let's be honest, Godzilla Earth earned that title. The 2019 movie has borrowed the title from the 1956 film, but there is one key difference. This time, Godzilla will actually have to prove that he's the king. In 1956, he was given the title because of clickbait. In 2014, he was given the title because the public thought he was the last Muto left. Yeah, I call them Mutos. I don't call them Titans because screw that. Titan is so stupid. I hate that. In 2019, Godzilla will have to defend the title because guess what? Godzilla is not the king. There is a monster who lurks deep beneath the Earth's surface. This monster has the potential to destroy everything beneath him as he flies. This monster is called Rodan, and he's definitely gonna give Godzilla a run for his money in this movie. Yeah, even Rodan will be a challenger to the title of King of the Monsters. Mothra? Well, she's a girl, so she kind of has that Queen of the Monsters thing locked down, so we got no conflict there. But there is a monster who goes by the name Zero, the devil himself. If awoken from his icy slumber, he has the potential to destroy the entire Earth. Just by flying, he causes damage to the environment on levels that mankind can't even comprehend. He is truly the king. It's even in his name, guys. I've seen a lot of people discuss this topic, and I've seen a lot of people kind of upset about people discussing this topic. There are 2 reasons why people get upset about this. First is because people say, hey, him being called King Ghidorah, it's meaningless. It's a nickname, and we don't even know he's gonna be called King Ghidorah in the movie. Get out of here with that. Godzilla is the king of the monsters. And, you know, those people are correct. We don't know if Ghidorah is gonna be called King Ghidorah in the new 2019 movie, but we know one thing for sure. He'll be treated as the king.
Long live the king.
And if you're like, no, whatever. Just wait till 2019, then you'll be like, oh shoot, yep. There's another set of people who are upset that say stuff like, dude, that's so obvious. Obviously Godzilla's not the king. Why are we even talking about this? Ghidorah is, duh. To those people I say, I don't know. It's a fun discussion, I guess. I just kind of wanted to talk about it, so I figured we could do a discussion video on it. Yes, that's right, Ghidorah will be the king of the monsters in 2019, at least when Godzilla 2 starts. He'll be larger, stronger, faster, and more powerful than Godzilla. He can cause more damage, and from what people have been saying, he will have authority over the other monsters on a level that Godzilla does not. Godzilla will have to defend his title as king of the monsters during the movie, and at the end, who knows if he'll secure it? I mean, let's be honest here. Let's be real. The movie's titled Godzilla King of the Monsters. Godzilla's name's in the title. Title's kind of a reference to him, Godzilla the character. So yeah, he does secure it in the end. But not until he partakes in an epic battle. And that's really what Godzilla King of the Monsters will be. Godzilla King of the Monsters seems like it's set up to be Godzilla's challenge. It seems like Godzilla's going to go through a character arc in this movie. He'll probably get his butt handed to him early in the film, or at least that's kind of what I'm thinking. At the very least, Godzilla will not be the king of the monsters. He won't be treated as the king of the monsters until he can defeat Ghidorah. It will be his biggest adversary yet. I mean, he's only fought 2 other monsters, but you know what I'm saying. And he'll probably go through kind of a hero's journey, you know? I mean, Godzilla is supposed to be the main protagonist of a lot of his movies. Michael Dougherty said that Godzilla will have roughly 20 minutes plus of screen time in this movie, so we're probably going to be following him. Yeah, this will be his hero's journey of how he overcomes this challenge. And even when he does secure the title as King of the Monsters at the end of the movie, who knows if people will give him that or if it'll just be something visual where we'll get to see a visual signal that, yeah, he's considered the king now. Who knows? Maybe Mothra is with him and she's like, hey Godzilla, you're great, you're the king. And he's like, oh thanks Mothra, I love when we talk English. Me and Anguirus do it all the time.
Hey, something funny going on. You better check. Oh, yeah.
Even if he does secure the title, or even when he does secure the title, he's probably not going to keep it for long, because there is another king out there. And in 2020, we'll see if the King of the Monsters can defeat the God of Skull Island. That God of Skull Island, just like Ghidorah, also has king in his name. Also, side note here, I kind of find it interesting that there's this weird paradoxical nature going on with Godzilla and Kong's names and their titles. Godzilla is considered the king of the monsters, and yet he has God in his name. Kong's considered a god, and yet he has king in his name. So it's kind of funny that Godzilla isn't treated as the god Kong is, and Kong has king in the name, whereas Godzilla has God in the name. And yeah, Godzilla throughout history has rarely ever been treated as a god, whereas Kong in every single incarnation has been viewed as a god by at least someone. Well, you know, now that I say that, now that I'm thinking about it, King Kong lives. That might be the outlier. I don't think anyone in King Kong Lives views Kong as a god. I think they just are like, big ape, he's a big ape and he's got heart problems. But you get what I'm saying. No, even in 2020, I think Godzilla will keep the title of King of the Monsters. As much as I want to see Kong win. What? How could you say that? I'm a Godzilla fan and I thought you were too, but nope, you're just a phony. No, yeah, as much as I want to see Kong win, I personally do think Godzilla's going to beat him. I just think Godzilla's going to win in the end, so we'll see. But at this point, Godzilla seems a little bit too overpowered in the MonsterVerse for Kong to be able to beat him. Anyways, guys, that does it for our quick discussion video today. I mean, it wasn't going to be too big, right? It's just kind of a simple topic, so hey, it's over. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. D-Man, out.